Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's true name. Yahweh Shai is whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's his true name. I'm also going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, who rule and teach well in the scriptures, and salutations to all the Akim out there that push his word in all truth and in all sincerity. And this is going to be a lesson on examining yourself before the Passover. And we have the Passover coming up in the next few days, and this is a very serious time frame, okay? And first off, we should be examining ourselves daily, but during this time frame, we need to really clear our minds, pray for forgiveness, and just examine ourselves where we're at in this faith, okay? Because this time frame, a lot of people, tend to fall out. All right, a lot of people get weak-hearted. Okay, their minds get they get influenced by these left-handed angels. Okay, the Lord doesn't protect them, and we're hoping that we're not a part of that. We're hoping that the Lord has mercy on us, and that He spiritually bypasses us, okay? We don't get that spiritual death, so to speak, okay? All right, because what does it say in the scriptures that if a man that wanders out of the way of understanding is in the congregation of the dead. So we don't want that to happen to us, okay? And then eventually those who are not in this truth, okay, who are not doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, they're eventually going to get put to death, okay, in one way, form, or fashion, okay. All right, there's some type of a judgment that'll come, all right, for not doing the works, and we're going to get what is this? 2 Corinthians 13:5. It says, "Examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Yahweh Shai is in you? Except ye be reprobates." So the first thing it says is examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. All right, and that's something that you should do. Examine yourself. Okay, are you doing enough for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? Are you doing enough for this ministry? Are you helping the brothers out? Okay, are your videos edifying, or are they just put together quickly, and you're just doing the videos because it's told that you're supposed to do them? Okay, things like that. Or like I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but are you being brotherly? Okay, are you following orders? Okay, are you backbiting? So on and so forth. There's so many different things that you have to examine yourself on. Okay, and it says, "Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves?" So do you know your own self or not? Okay, because if you're really putting forth all your might in this. Okay, if you're slacking or not. Okay, you know yourself more than anybody else in this truth. Okay, besides Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and it says, know ye not your own selves how that Yahweh Shai is in you, except ye be reprobates. And that's something that we don't salaki. That's something that we don't want to be. Okay, we don't want to be a reprobate. Okay, because there's many people out there that preach this word who are reprobates. They don't know the truth. They don't know these breakdowns. They really believe that they're doing what's righteous, but they're not, though. Okay, and the Lord has strong delusions on them. He allowed those left-handed angels to blind their minds. Okay, and that's a very scary thing, and that can happen to any of us. All right, now from there I want to get Sirach. What is this? 18. I think this is Sirach 18 and 20. Yep, 18. Just had to double check. It says Sirach 18 and 20 says, "Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy." Okay, so examine yourself before judgment. All right, and right now we're going through a time period where a lot of judgment's going to be going out. A lot of people are going to be, casted out. You're going to have a lot of fallouts. Okay, a lot of bug outs. Okay, That's what's going to come, during this time period. Okay, but if you examine yourself, you sharpen yourself up, okay, you get yourself prepped up, so to speak, you'll find mercy, okay, Lord willing, okay, and Lord willing, who's ever listening does find that mercy, because, hey, like I said, this Passover is right around the corner, and then this is, as time keeps going by, this is becoming more and more serious, and the reason being is because Yahweh Shai is about to make a second return. So the Lord's looking for, more or less, what's the word I'm looking for? He's looking for those a few good men, so to speak, man. Okay, that old saying, a few good men. Well, that's what the Lord's really looking for, a few good men. The 140, starting with the 144,000. Okay, and then you do have the innumerable 1/3, but the main ones are the 144,000. Okay, which is very, very small. And from there, I want to go to 1 Corinthians. Excuse me. Still got this damn cold, man. This thing is not going away. 1 Corinthians 11, I think it's 27. Yeah, we'll. Oh, no. I want to go up a little bit more. This is, yeah, I want to start here, though. This is, let's go down a little bit more. Here we go. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 23. For I have received of the Lord that which also I delivered unto you, that the Lord Yahweh Shai, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. Okay, and that's what we do, okay? We do that during the Passover, all right? And when Yahweh Shai did this, it was the Last Supper, okay? Which is, during the Passover, okay? So we do the same thing, okay? We eat the unleavened bread. We drink the wine, okay? All right? Actually, it's going to get into it. Verse 25. After the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. Okay? I'm going to keep reading. For as often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Okay? And we got to do this every time, man, until Yahweh Shai returns. Okay? All right? Verse 27. Wherefore, whatsoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. Okay, and that's something that we don't want to be a part of, okay? We don't want to be a part of those that ate and drank unworthily. And there are a lot of people that have, okay? I've been in this truth for numerous amount of years. Doesn't really matter, but the amount of time that I've been in it, I've seen people come and go, okay? And as everyone always states, okay, starting with the apostles on down, during the time of the Passover, a lot of people get kicked out. A lot of people get the boot. They get that spiritual boot, okay? And they're going to have to deal with that, okay? When their judgment comes. Some of their judgments, some people's judgments have come already, okay? But a lot of them haven't, okay? They haven't gotten that great judgment. And the Lord, okay, put it like this. The Lord is just waiting, okay, to beat them with many stripes. And we're going to get that in Luke. Okay, just because, they've gotten away with it as of now, doesn't mean Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has forgotten it, okay? All right, they're going to get those gruesome deaths. They're going to survive the four swords judgment and then ultimately see a thermonuclear missile coming down, raining down upon them. And they're going to realize that they failed, okay? Since they turned their back on Yahweh Shai, guess what? He turned his back on them, okay? They're going to remember all this stuff. All right. Now I'm gonna keep reading. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of the bread and drink of that cup. Okay, and that's what what you have to do. All All right, you have to examine yourself. That's the main thing. And you know what? Let me see if I can get this word examine right now. Lord willing, I can get it. All right, examine. It's G 1381. Bear with me. Dokemazo. Okay, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I could be wrong. All right, bear with me. You know, my Greek's not good. But it says there's two definitions. One, to test, examine, prove, scrutinize, to see whether a thing is genuine or not. And that's what you have to do. You have to really scrutinize yourself. You gotta get on, on yourself. You have to check yourself in every aspect. All right, whether it be a great thing or a small thing. Okay, because a wise man is gonna examine everything. Okay, a wise man is really gonna consider every little thing that he does. Okay, and how it says right there, to see whether a thing is genuine or not. And you want to be genuine. You don't want to not be a genuine, follower. Okay. You really want to hold on. Give me one moment. All right, Salaki about that. But you really want to be doing this in all truth and all sincerity. All right. Verse 2, to recognize as genuine after examination, to approve, deem worthy. All right, you really want to know if you're doing this thing worthily, okay? You want to know if you're doing, what's commanded of you. All right? Okay? Now let's go back. I'm going to read 1 Corinthians 11 and 26 and 27. And then give one more scripture and then we're done. Well, actually, the 29, Salakia. 1 Corinthians 11 and 26 now. I'll read this again. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whatsoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. Okay, and then it says, but let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. Okay? So if you drink this and if you eateth and drinketh unworthily, that's damnation to you, okay? All right? And like I said, these fallouts and these bug outs and these reprobates, all right, and these scoffers and scorners, those that were once among us and then the Spirit kicked them out, they're going to get heavy judgment, okay? They're going to get a special judgment, okay? They're going to get that, like I said, that they're going to be beaten with many stripes. They're not going to be getting away with this, with these actions, all right? And like I said, we don't want to be a part of that. That's why we have to really focus on what we're doing in this time period. All right. And last scripture or last few verses. I think this is Luke. I think it's 12 and 47. Let me double check. Lord willing, it is. Yeah, right here. Here we go. Luke 12 and 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. All right. And those there's been a lot of servants who have lost patience. They wanted to be merry. They wanted to be entangled with the affairs of this world. Okay, which the scriptures tell you not to do. Okay, so guess what? They're going to be beaten with many stripes. They're like I said, they're going to survive the famines. They're going to survive the cannibalisms. All right, They're going to go through it, but they're going to survive it. Okay, they're going to survive the martial laws. They're going to survive all these things, okay? But they're not going to survive that final judgment. And what is that? When that thermonuclear missiles, when it's raining down on this place, when all the missiles are raining down, like I said, then all that stuff is going to come into the remembrance, okay? And then what does it tell you in the Daniel's the 12th chapter, man? It tells you how those that how some are going to be glorified, okay, in that day, and there's going to be some that are going to be in everlasting shame and contempt, okay? They're going to be very shamefaced in the kingdom because they were picked, all right, to do this work. They put their hands to the plow. They started preaching. They started edifying people, and then they turned their back. Okay, they didn't finish the course out. All right, and that's gonna they're gonna remember that. All right, and I'm gonna read out verse 48. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. Okay, those are the ones that that may have bypassed the camp, didn't stop. They might have heard the word for a minute or two and didn't really think too much of it. Yeah, they're gonna get their judgment, all right, but it's gonna be a quick death. They might get shot in the head. They might get they might just get put to death quickly, man, whatever it may be. They might get hit by a car, things like that, where it's more or less a quick death, okay? And it says, for unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required, and to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. All right, and once you learn this truth, okay, once you put your hands to the plow, much is required of you, because much was given to you now. All right, and this is not a time to this is not a time to take things lightly. This is a time to be very serious minded. Okay, because you got a lot of these other camps that push that folly mirth spirit, man. Okay, and it's not a time to be in that spirit. You have to have that solemn mindset, a very serious mindset. Okay, this is one of the most serious times throughout the year. All right, a little bit before, during, and after the Passover. Okay, it is very serious. You have to be in a very serious mind frame. Really throughout, every day, but it's turned up during this time. All right, and hopefully that was an edifying lesson to you Akim out there that are listening. And with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim out there. Shalom.